She was just a regular lady. And people were expecting, because RMD too fine, RMD too fine. They were thinking he was going to marry a lady that is too fine. He made his choice. And almost 30 years later, he's still in his marriage. He chose the woman for him. He didn't choose the woman for viewers, for society. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So, you know, this story about, a lot of you may have heard the story, is a rumor, allegation. And let's not forget, Gistlover did not say a name. Gistlover said a musician turned politician, forming pastor, married to a famous actress. Those were the things people put 2 + 2 and came up with Banky Wellington. If you don't know, Banky Wellington is an actor in Nigeria, and the wife is an actress as well. I already made a video about it before this one. So let's not forget that the Gistlover did not mention a name, but there's no other person that we can think of that matches the description. But I want to speak on, apparently, you see, more stuff. You know, when Gistlover just brings more drop like that, the public make up the rest or dig out more information by themselves, okay? So Gistlover did not post any pictures or did not say the name of the so-called baby mama. So if you don't know this story, Nigerian actor that at the moment there's a rumor, allegations that he has a baby mama in America, okay? So that's what it is, in case you don't know, you know, just in case you don't know what we're talking about. So there's a new narrative that is out there. It is like they are saying that the lady knew Banky before Adusua, his wife. So basically it is Adusua that snatched him from the lady. Oh, her name is Niyola, right? So she uses Niyola. Yeah, well, her name is Niyola. So okay, this is the name people are putting to this story. This is who everybody think the story is about. Okay, so I really have to emphasize these things. Now, they are not saying that the Banky Wellington knew her, you know, knew the Niyola before Adusua. So at the end of the day, that the lady is Banky's first love. Adusua just came from nowhere and took him. So you cannot blame the lady. The lady was minding her business. Adusua came and took her man. She's only taking her man back, or whatever way they are phrasing it. And because even in the post that Gistlover made, Gistlover said something about, you know, he didn't want to marry the lady. Even though he met the lady first, he didn't want to marry the lady because the lady is not, she's too wild. So he wanted somebody a bit, so this one now fits better into, you know, the kind of wife material he's looking for. Something like that. So people are seeing it as, oh, you know, poor thing. You know, poor thing, she met him first, and out of nowhere, Adusua came, and Adusua ended up taking her place. And I'm like, you know, the way we're living in this so-called, you know, when they say woke generation. So sometimes I try to want to see things from everybody's perspective to be sure that, okay, what am I missing? Because nobody knows it all. Sometimes you can just be thinking one way because, okay, this is what you've always believed in. And then you hear one or two things, oh, but when I think about this one, I'm sorry, guys, it doesn't make any sense. How, as Adusua, how is anybody going to call Adusua, you know, but this one makes no sense. How is anybody going to accuse Adusua of taking the man from the other woman? The man has more picking. Is he a kid? You get my point. Let's call a spade a spade. This guy made his choice. My camera is bouncing. Honestly, I don't feel like getting up to set up a camera or do whatever. So I'm just making it here because I was sitting down. I'm comfortable. I said, I'm sitting down and I'm comfortable. I said, I'll just make my video here. There's no point. So, so the camera is shaking because it's a swing, because it's the swing chair. The chair swings. So, and I'm trying not to. So that's why it's shaking. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm going to try not to move too much. So, but okay, let's say this. If this story is true, because we're going to keep saying that, right? So if this story is true, Banky Wellington, if he left the other lady because she doesn't fit the public image of a wife that he would love, at that moment, he made his choice. He is the center of it all, right? So you cannot blame Adusua of snatching him from anybody. He's a grown-ass man. He has the powers and the rights and the privilege to make his own choice. He chose to be married to Adusua. So if he married Adusua out of whatever other reasons and not out of love, he is the one that did that. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he doesn't love Adusua. But if that is what the story is, he is the one that made that choice. If he's in love with the other lady and felt like, no, I'm not going to marry her because she doesn't fit in, I will go marry somebody else. He is the one that chose not to marry who he loves, to go marry Adusua. Let's not, this is one thing I don't like. When people always find a reason to blame the women, there are times when we can come out and blame a woman for whatever, but not this one. You cannot blame Adusua because Adusua did not propose to him. Adusua he is the one that made his choice. You get my point? Of course, we can come here and speak about, men knowing what they want, not giving a damn about what society thinks or what. Let me tell you guys. Do you guys give very good example? I was having that conversation with a friend. I was having that conversation with a friend today. I remember I was still young then when RMD, Richard Mufedamijo, popular Nigerian actor, he was handsome, he was this, he was that. When he fell in love with his wife he's married to now, people say no go last. He's only marrying her because she's from a rich home. They say the woman no fine. There are a lot of other women he could have chosen from. He chose this one. He would just want to marry her for her money. Because I think the lady's from a rich family. It will not last. Many people that said it will not last. This couple's marriage has outlived a lot of people's marriages. Funny enough, yesterday I came across a picture of, I'm so sorry guys for the shaking. I came across a picture of Richard Mofedamijo and his wife looking so happy. And I'm not sure how many years anniversary at this point, but I can bet you it's a long time. Definitely more than 20 years, if not 30 years. At least, maybe approaching 30 years. And people say it will not last. I believe he chose who he fell in love with. She didn't fit. She wasn't skinny and, she was just a regular lady. And people were expecting, because RMD too fine, RMD too fine, they were thinking he was going to marry a lady that is too fine. He made his choice. And almost 30 years later, he's still in his marriage. He chose the woman for him. He didn't choose the woman for viewers, for society, to meet the standard society have set on top of his own head. Don't forget, I'm saying, if this Banky story is true. So, at the end of the day, it is left for a man to be man enough to go for what he wants. Don't start blaming Adusua for this story. Don't forget, I'm saying it again, if it is true. I don't like that, because before we know it, a married woman minding her business and her husband is accused of having a side chick or baby mama to be, all of a sudden, the woman is beginning to be, her image is about to be tarnished. She snatched him many years ago. She snatched him. I've even seen comments saying that the Niyola is Banky's first love. She is his first love. That this why is not his first love. No matter what, a man and his first love, they have. See how quickly the narrative can be changed. See how quickly. And the narrative that I feel is disgusting is to come here and make Adusua look like a bad person. That would be absolutely wrong. If this story is true, it would be absolutely wrong. I'll say it again. Banky is a grown man. If whoever he chose to marry was his choice. So whether he chose to marry who he did not love because of whatever, that is a choice he made. If he made a mistake in his life, that is a mistake he made. He is the one to blame for his choice. Don't start blaming his wife. That is wrong. I just saw that narrative is already flying. I was looking at my phone and I'm seeing the narrative here and there, and I was like, no, this is wrong. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's speak the truth about the whole thing. A man makes a decision who he wants to marry. So anyways, that's how I feel about that. Anyways, I don't know what you guys' opinions are. As always, whatever your opinions are, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.